Welcome back to Let's Play Might and Magic 7, Episode 13. Syndrome here with Breaking the Stream Gaming. I left off last time just having picked up a quest from Gavin Magnus, leader of Bracada. It's going to involve going to the Proving Grounds, which is a dungeon located inside Celeste. So I'm just going to teleport back here. Now, the trick to this dungeon is that it cannot be completed if we kill any enemies. So we're going to need to sneak by everything. Well, I didn't mean to come here, but sure, I'll pick up the quest for the Priest of Light. This involves going to the Evanmorn Islands and helping the Church of the Sun defeat the Church of the Moon. So let's see, the Proving Ground is just over here. I'm going to start buffing up. Now, unfortunately, because we only have master level air magic, our invisibility spell is not going to last us long enough to complete the dungeon. So, at a certain point, we're just going to have to make a run for it. And I'll put up our standard buffs. See, anything else we need to do? I think that should do it. So I'm going to cast Invisibility, and then we're going to go in. So this consists of 3 portals, each of which will take us to a different area. I'll start with the western portal. The goal of this mini area is to find the combination of buttons, which will open up a secret floor in the main chamber, which has a chest in it with a key, which is one of 3 that we'll need. So, if I recall correctly, on the eastern side we need to push the middle button. Then, heading back to the other side. I think we need to push the right button and the middle button. Then, that should do it.
I think I got
Right,
it.
that's 1 key down. Next, we'll take the middle portal. This one is deceptively easy. There is a spot on the floor that we'll just have to go stand on. There is some pretty poor loot in this dungeon. We're not going to bother with it because we're more concerned with completing it in as little time as possible. Now that genie might pose a problem, but should have out of the way. And last is this one. This just involves filling up 4 pools with water and then looting a chest. So just head down here. I have another 31 minutes left on my invisibility spell. That might actually be just enough to get this done. So I'll hit each of these 2 buttons, and then 2 identical buttons on the other side. Now that should clear this pool up here of water. Here's the final
I
key.
think I got it.
And now it's going to be just a mad dash to get out before invisibility fails. Okay, invisibility has now failed. So from here on out, all the enemies are going to be aggressive and shooting a lot of magic at us. Just make sure that I have all keys on one person, so that this would be good. So from here, I just need to use the keys on each of these pillars.
Ow!
The door will open. We have some barrels with stat increases, but don't really care about those. And here we are, done. So now we just need to return to Gavin Magnus, and he should give us membership in the Guild of Light, which will finally let us get light magic. It's funny, but Castle Lambent really doesn't look like the picture, does it? I suppose that 1999 graphics were limited in what they could do. I'd love to see a remake of these games if they wouldn't be awful. Okay, turning in the Proving Grounds quest. Let's see. Should tell us if we have. There we go. Join the Light Guild. So now we will be able to buy light magic. I kind of wish I had more money. The light magic spells are extremely expensive. Luckily, the highest spell is actually only able to be located in one place, and that is actually the goal of the Archmage promotion quest. So let's see. He has now given us access rights to go and talk to the final quest givers, but I'm going to skip that for now. I want to take care of the promotion quests before I deal with that. You know what? Actually, let me go pick up those quests in case there's any overlap in the areas. Okay, three of these 4 houses are going to be filled with NPCs. Now, we don't know this yet in this game, but these are actually player characters from the earlier games in the series. Here we need to retrieve half of a key from the Temple of the Dark, which is very similar to the Temple of the Light that we have here in Celeste. Raghack here gives us a quest to go kill vampires in Tatalia. I made a note of that dungeon earlier in the game. Robert the Wise needs us to finish the quest for the other companions before he gives us the final quest. And Sir Kennehem gives us a quest to obtain soul jars, I believe out of Mount Thunder. No, this is actually in the Evil Castle, their equivalent of Castle Lambent. Okay, so one last thing to do while we're in Celeste is I want to head back down to the Guild of Light and see. First off, I'm going to buy the light skill for our wonderful wizard there with that wonderful voice and wonderful facial expression. And I want to start securing the spells that I need here. Didn't give us light magic. That's interesting. You know what? We might actually have to become an Archmage before we can make use of light magic. That's a little bit frustrating, but not the end of it. So I'll definitely start acquiring books, though. So here we have Day of the Gods. We're also looking for Hour of Power and Day of Protection. So here's Day of Protection. No Hour of Power, which is unfortunate because that's actually the best buff available. But we'll check the guild located in Bracada as well. Especially since we have to go down there to pick up a few quests anyway. So I'll just hop down here. I don't have flight, but luckily you can cast Midfall. Alright, let's see. I believe that the Guild of the Light is located just over here to the west. If I recall correctly, it's a skinny tower. There it is. All right. Let's see. No hour of power. So I'll have to pick that up when the stock refreshes. Okay, so a few quests that we need to pick up here. We need to pick up the champion promotion quest, which is located far to the south. The Light Path Ranger promotion quest is also located here, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up on the way. And since we're right here, I'm just going to stop in the Sorcerer's Guild and get the Archmage promotion quest. So Thomas Gray requests that we locate the copy of the Divine Intervention spellbook. This is the most powerful light magic spell in the game. It is a full heal and restoration for the entire party. It can only be cast, I think, a limited number of times per day. I think that it's 2 or 3 times. I don't remember exactly. But in order to do this, we are going to have to go through the Breeding Zone, which is the pit equivalent of the Proving Grounds, which we just went through in Celeste. So, luckily, that one is not restricted in whether or not we can kill our enemies. Okay. Let's see, I think that's not it. Here we have the Ranger promotion quest. And I think this is the house, which has the champion promotion quest. There we are. So in order to promote the knight to champion, this is the one. Oh, knight level. Okay. I thought that it was lord level, but knight is considerably easier than that. So this one, it's going to take some time to do. It's not difficult. It's just going to take at least 5 different weeks. So every Sunday from here on out, I'm going to be heading to Harmondale and hopping in the carriage to the arena. Okay, anything else that we need to take care of here? I don't believe so. So why don't we make our way over to Deja? I think that the closest path to Deja is going to be, I think, through Arathia. So let's town portal there and see what it does. It's Tuesday. I think that Thursday is the day. There we go. Okay, so while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and take care of a few other quick quests. First off, let me just put up my standard buffs. Okay. Over here is the Tower of William Steig? Something like that. Oh, the guards here are now aggressive to us, so oh well. William's tag. So this is filled with Initiates of the Sword. They're not too bad. He himself is actually pretty powerful, so we have to be careful when dealing with him. But this is a very short little dungeon, so. And I believe this will give the Paladin access to master level spells, which can come quite in handy.
Was that supposed to hurt?
So I don't remember if this is actually... Oh yes, this is.
Ow! Ow!
So I forgot to set his ready spell back to Scripts.
It's all over. Ow! I can't believe it.
Not too bad. And I think that he... I thought I remembered him giving a powerful sword, but looks like I was wrong. So we've now rescued Alice.
Help! Massive pain! Ow!
This one's actually hitting quite a bit harder than William was.
Ow!
That's just a scratch.
Was that supposed to hurt?
There we go, the Villain's Blade. 3d4 and drain. So it's a vampiric sword. It's actually a better weapon than the duelist blade, but it doesn't have the speed increase, so
I can't repair it.
she can't repair that yet, unfortunately. So it looks like I will have to take repair up to Grandmaster. For now, though, I think that will definitely replace her Champion's Blade. So now the entire party will have life drain on their attacks.
I think I got it.
Okay, let's see here. Go ahead and cast Flight. We're kind of low on spell points on the wizard, so I'm going to go ahead and get healed up at the Temple of Evil. Which, luckily, shouldn't turn me into a zombie this time because I'm not dead. Oh, right. Forgot that the guards are now aggressive, but that shouldn't really be a problem. Okay, now we're going to be heading over to the pit. I'm going to have to find a safe place to cast invisibility. Actually, I'll go ahead and clear the entryway to the pit, and then I'll just cast invisibility once we're ready to go into the actual city. Thankfully, once we've accessed the city, we'll be able to town portal back here whenever we need to, so that'll make transport quite a bit easier.
This doesn't look too dangerous.
Nothing too dangerous here. Certainly nothing we can't handle.
Ow. Was that... I think I got it.
We're not exactly running low on money, but it never hurts to have
This is weak.
a little bit more in the
Figures.
tank.
That was easy.
Was that supposed to hurt? Was that supposed to hurt? Huh. Too easy. No match for me. Too easy. No match for me.
And with that, we've cleared everything here.
Got it.
Go ahead and loot. Now, I have my standard buffs up, and all I need is invisibility. And here we will be in the Hall of Pit.
This doesn't
Now, the first thing I'm going to do is hop over to that supposedly fountain
Ow.
and click on it. Or maybe we have to go begin. Whatever it is, I just want to make sure that I can town portal here in the future, which I now should be able to do. So the whole of the pit is filled with liches and necromancers and all sorts of evildoers. So lots of vampires as well.
That's just a scratch.
Still have regeneration up. I don't. I should have put that up, but oh. You know, I'm actually going the wrong way. I need to go to the pit, which is very close to the entrance to town now that I think about it. So why don't I do this? I'm going to exit out of town real quick and put up regeneration. And then refresh my invisibility spell. Regeneration should do plenty of healing to restore everybody's health. Now, let's pick up this one, go back in. I don't think that going into shops will cause us any issues,
Closed.
but they're closed, so never mind.
Is that supposed to hurt?
So here we have the entrance to the pit,
We can.
or I'm sorry, the breeding zone. The breeding zone is filled with both these fire elemental type creatures as well as behemoths. Behemoths are one of the strongest enemies in the game. She is weak. It's interesting. Yeah, they're very powerful. So I'd like to avoid fighting them to the extent that I can. Unfortunately, the pit necessitates killing at least a handful of them. Wow, the paladin is knocked unconscious somehow. I didn't even see him take a big hit, but can't have that.
Is that supposed to hurt? Ow! Ow!
So the behemoths are located down there. I think that I'm going to try and lure them off to the side here, and then I'm just going to run past them.
Was that supposed to hurt?
That wasn't too bad. Gogs are always my least favorite enemies to fight.
Ow!
This will be quite a bit different doing it without perception. There are several hidden switches that we need to find here for traps and other things. So I have to be a little bit cautious here.
That's just a scratch.
Ow! Ow! He's toast.
Okay. Each of these will manipulate a pillar on the other side of this little area. I don't remember how specifically, but we'll just go ahead and push all of them. Need to remember the shrapnel spell. I'm actually going to head to the other side before I do anything here.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
If I recall correctly, our goal here
Too
isn't
easy.
the same as the Dark Paths. Our goal here is to just recover the spellbook of Divine Intervention, which I think is in a hidden chamber somewhere right here. I think it's behind this wall, but there's a switch somewhere that's going to open that house.
Ow!
Okay. think that that button will do it. I can hear some sort of a wall moving right now, so hopefully that is the one that leads to the Divine Intervention spellbook. So I was mistaken about that. You know what? Looking at the screen, it looks like it's actually on the opposite side there. So I'm not sure what this is about. But let me head back to that other path. There it is. Hopefully our disarm trap of Master 7 plus 16 is enough.
I think I got it.
And here we have it. Divine Intervention. Okay. I don't actually think that we need to do anything else with the breeding pit, so I might as well just go ahead and find a safe spot and then town portal out. It would probably help if I stopped getting lost here. Oh no, that area is filled with heathens. That's not what I
Ow! I
want.
can't believe it!
What I want is this path here. Alright, and this will take us back to the entrance of the zone, from which we can get back out to Deja.
Ow! Ow! We were...
And from here, we'll travel back to Bracada and turn in the quest. I'm going to call this one here, and I'll pick it up next time. Thanks for viewing.